beginning of the Anzac story. Wellington, October 1914, and 8,500 Kiwi soldiers prepare to sail into World War I. Within 6 months, they will be immortalised as the Anzacs in a tragic encounter with the Turks at Gallipoli. More than 2,700 Kiwis will die in the campaign. But on this spring day, war was still an adventure to young men leaving home for the first time. They imagined they were headed to France to fight the Germans. Instead, they were shipped to Egypt to train alongside the Australians in preparation for the bloody assault that is commemorated as Anzac Day. While our men helped fight the Second Great War, we opened our doors. November 1, 1944. 700 Polish children arrived from war-torn Europe to a new life in New Zealand. They'd been invited here by Prime Minister Peter Fraser.
Many are orphans, many are motherless. Few know if their fathers are still alive. The little girls and the shaven-headed boys touch the hearts of the New Zealand people. The train takes them on the last leg of a long journey to Pahiatua camp, where they're to stay for a time. Why did these children come here? What is their story? They were the innocent victims of aggression.
In the 30s, the state became more caring. The kids got milk. 1937, and coming out of the Depression, New Zealand is the first country in the world to introduce free school milk.
And milk is now available to 160,000 children, and the scheme being extended as rapidly as possible.
The scheme is brought in by the first Labour government to prevent undernourishment in primary school children. And those were the days when if you were really good, you got to be a milk monitor.
Here's a delightful and typical scene. Never has any previous government looked after the children so well, and never were parents less anxious for their future.
School kids had 30 years of slurping milk through straws before the scheme was abandoned in better nourished times during the 60s.